My name's Bill and I'm an alcoholic, and this share is called Harvest Festival. It's only later in life that you realise that living in this world is not eternal. My body is the best at telling me what's going on for me, what needs amending, and what I'm doing wrong. Aches and pains tell a story of a life lived. Feelings and emotions, aches and pains, are the result of living. They arise out of doing, of working, and of growing. They are the fruits of a life past. We used to have once a year a harvest festival. Our primary school always arranged one. We were encouraged to take in food, mostly fresh produce. There were mountains of potatoes, tomatoes, oranges and swedes, and marrows and cucumbers, and runner beans, and so on. Occasionally someone brought in a tin of peeled tomatoes or soup. Today, things are reversed, where fresh fruit and vegetables are now not wanted, but non-perishable items like tins are. Where all the food went, I don't know. We were never told. I think it went to old people's homes. But it was ultimately about celebrating the harvest. Recovery from alcoholism reminds me of those harvest festivals of my youth, for they showcase what we have, what life has given us. We all bring in what we can and pass it on to others. And most importantly, the festival was a time of celebrating what we have today and what will give us life for our tomorrows. A meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous is a giving as well as a receiving place of hope and our experience and of our strengths. We all come together to pass on what we have from our recoveries. And each meeting, I see a celebration of lives turned around, of tattered pasts now mended. AA is a harvest festival of the fruits of people's drinking, now turned around, of the consequences of my actions being transformed and transported to a new way of living. I was in a meeting in Devon last night, and looking around, I saw the old-timers, the newcomers, and everyone else in between. It was a showcase of all that can be achieved by just one thing, by someone planting the seed of hope. My seed of hope was given many years ago, the day I called AA, and it has grown, blossomed and produced fruit and turned my life around from unbearable to a life well lived. The colours I saw in the harvest festival of my youth are today in the world I see around me, in the sky, the flowers, the birds and the trees. My life ended up at the end of my drinking as grey and unvarnished. It took on a dark hue of an unfinished and damaged item. I was ultimately not long for this world. I was that old relic, covered in dust and left forgotten at the back of a second-hand shop. But in AA, I was given the gift of rediscovering a life that was very nearly extinguished. So today, I'm going to pass on the seeds of recovery as set out on page 89 of our big book. And hopefully, if just one person's life is nourished and transformed as mine was, then my time on earth will have been worth it. Bill the Shirt, Bristol.